Welcome to a bit of a different video today. Today I'm doing a tier list, just to switch things up a bit and do something a little bit different. And it's going to be for every current Halo Infinite helmet. Now, I'm just having a glance through, I can't see the most recent one from the event, whatever that one is. But if it was here, I'd probably put it in D. So that's that. Let's get on with it. So, I don't remember the names of every single one of them, in all fairness, 'cause there's that many now. This one. Just looking at it, the visor, the way it's shaped and that is not something I'd personally go for my personal taste. I'd give it a... I'm going to put that in D tier. Aerosol. S. I'm going to put Aerosol in A, just for the fact I don't use it. Now, GRD, or whatever it's called in Infinite, I've never been the biggest fan of how it looks personally, so I'm gonna put this in D as well, just out of my taste. Anubis is a solid helmet. I really do like Anubis, in fairness. Anubis can go in, I'm gonna say B for me. Is it Ratchet? No, it's not, is it? I don't know how you say this one. This is Din's helmet. It's a very nice helmet. I'm going to put that in A tier. I actually really do like that helmet. Aviator. Another solid helmet that can go in A for sure. It's a very good redesign from the Reclaimer era. Is this one Enigma? No. Can't remember what this one's called. But it's not something I really go for. I mean, it's not terrible. I'll put it in C tier. Now this is one of the entrenched ones. Not exactly sure what it is. I mean, it does look like some form of soldier from World War One. Not exactly something I'd personally go for, but it isn't terrible. I'll put that in C tier. Oh, this one here. What's this one called now? Is it Cambrian? Something like that. I think it's trying a bit too hard with the whole skull thing. Obviously, Emil's helmet, right there. Does it well. This is sort of just a bit too on the nose, I'd say. So I'm going to put it into... I'm going to put that one in... That's... it's not terrible. It is not terrible, I'll be fair. It's going to go in D tier. Here we go. Cavallino. Cavallino is a solid helmet. That goes in... I'd say Cavallino goes in S tier. It's actually a really, really good helmet. Scout. Can't remember what they renamed Scout to. No idea. I was actually I've always been a big fan of Scout. Scout can go in A tier, I'd say. Chromage is this one? I'm not too sure. Sort of an EVA with that on the top, looking like some sort of Shogun or something. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put that in C tier, I'd say. Straight to S. Do you know what as well? I think Aerosol does belong in S tier, just for the sake of it being a Noble Team helmet. That's probably a little bit biased, but oh well. And that's Carter's helmet, of course. Commando. Aerosol. Aerosol is a favourite of mine. I really like Aerosol. And Security as well. I really like Security. Is that Security? Yeah, it is. Or is it? Am I being dumb? No, it's not. Is it buggery Security? It's Hazop. No, it's not Hazop. Oh, do you know what? I'm forgetting. But yeah, that is a solid helmet as well. What's this one? I can't remember what this one's called. But this is like bulky ODST. I'm going to put it in B tier. Also, I do like the design for the visor shape, but it's a bit bulky. I mean, it is like tank crew, isn't it? Straight up. Boom, boom. That's an easy one for me. Firefall. Not going to buy it because I don't buy armour, but Firefall, I really do like it. Obviously, I'm an ODST main, so I'm going to like Firefall. Menichite. Oh, is that? No, that's George's helmet. Right, it's George's helmet. Straight up into there, Grenadier. I do love it. There we go, this one. No, it's EOD. Or is this one EOD? Or is it Hazard? Oh, I'm forgetting. I'm embarrassing myself. But I'm going to put that one in A tier, in my opinion. This one. This one, I can't remember what this one's actually called. But this is like the default one for the Tenrai core. It's a nice helmet, in fairness. But it's... we'll go with B tier for that one, in my opinion. This one. ISR. I think it is ISR. No, it's not personally a choice of mine I'd really go for, so I'm going to put that up in C tier. JFO. I've never been a fan of JFO, even from the Reach days. I'm going to put JFO in C tier. That might be a controversial one. This one, whatever it is called. Granted, it does look incredibly cool, but again, the same with this one here, Cambion, whatever it is. It's very, very on the nose, but I will put it in C tier because I have used it in the past. This one, I think the Eagle Strike core is my favourite helmet in the Eagle Strike core, but again, it's one of them ones where it's incredibly on the nose, but you know what, that goes in B tier, I'd say. Lead Belcher, F tier, never liked Lead Belcher. I believe that's what that's called. It's just, it looks like some sort of welding mask. It kind of looks a bit like the power armor from Fallout. This one, I can't remember what this one's called, but this one is, I should be docking points for armor that's from the shop in fairness, just because personally I don't buy armor out the shop, but just looking at it from aesthetics. So it's a very nice helmet. Not very nice, it's a solid looking helmet. It's something I would wear, but I'm not going to pay for it because that's not in my belief to pay for it. This one here, Locust, or whatever they renamed it to. I mean, I prefer helmets with visors, so any Gungnir mains, I do apologise, but for me, it still is a nice helmet, I can admit, but let's go in C tier for me. Oh, straight up there, Mark 5B, oh yes, straight up into the top one, here we go, Mark 5, straight up into S tier, the Mark 6, straight up into S tier. I was going to call it Monarch then, but that's what it's called on the MCC. That's Mark 7 or whatever it is. That's straight up into S tier as well. Mark 5 Zeta. D tier. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. This one here, this is like Fred's helmet but in redesign. And I actually really do like it. I think it's my favourite helmet from the Ratchet core. But I still don't know how to say it. I'm going to put that one in A tier. Come on. ODST, man. Straight up into S tier. This one. Nah. In fact, no, that's a bit harsh. I'll put it up. Yeah, I'll put it in D tier. You know, it's sort of. It's got a nice, unique look to it in terms of how different it is. And you know what? I won't be too harsh. This one just looks a bit daft to me. That's going to be going in F. I'm not a fan of that. This one, I do not mind this one. I'll put that one in B tier. I can't remember the name of most of these for my life, but I do not mind that at all. I think it just looks good. Recon, OG Recon. You know, I did use it for a while in Reach, so it's gonna have to be going up there. This one, oh, is this one? No, I don't. Oh, this is the default Eagle Strike one, isn't it? Not a fan of the visor. That's going up there. June's helmet. Up there. You can see a sort of pattern forming with where I am putting most of the Reach helmets and classic helmets. That's showing my bias. That one there, I don't like the little eyes, but it's not terrible. I think that's meant to be, is it Linda's helmet or is it? Yeah, it's meant to be Linda's helmet, or is it Kelly's? Oh, no, it's Linda's. But it's just the googly eye goggle thing, not for me. This one, disgusting. That's straight up into F tier. I'm not a fan of that one. This one, is this the Soldier remake? It is, isn't it? I actually do not mind that one. I will put the Soldier remake into B tier. It's not terrible. I think this is the one that you can put the Gungnir attachment on, but even as a default helmet, no. Not a fan. This one is... This is... Oh, what's her name now? Not Din, the other one. Oh, I forget. Eklund's helmet. I actually don't mind that helmet. That's going in B tier for me. The Recon remake with all the stuff in it. I can't remember what it's actually called. I'm not really a fan of these protrusions, personally. I'll put it in C tier. C tier, I think, is fair. This one. Okay. This one, it's got the weird over sort of thing on it. The lip. That just, from the side angle, it looks, I've always thought it looks odd to me. I'm going to go with D tier. It's not terrible. Warmaster. Warmaster's a little bit less on the nose than Cambion. I mean, I'm saying less on the nose when Emil's helmet's a literal skull, but it's Emil. Come on. The war crime man himself. But Warmaster, I did use for a while back in the Halo 4 days, so I'll put it in B tier. It's not terrible. I mean, I've grown to not want to use it, but you know. This one, very on the nose, but I do like it as well, and if I've got a feeling wherever I put this helmet, I'm going to have Magpie Leon not be too happy with me if I don't put it up high enough, but you know what, he can fight me. I'm going to put this in C tier. Yeah, C tier for that one, I think. Or whatever it's called. I do like this helmet. I mean, I've said there's a lot of EOD style helmets, especially with Season 3, there seem to be quite a few of them, but this one I actually relatively like. I'll put that in B tier. I don't remember what this one's called, but I think it is a bit goofy. That's going F for me. I'm not sure. This is one of the new ones, but I don't mind this one. I think that one looks alright. I'm going to put that into A, B tier. Is this Belos? I think this is Belos. Again, one of them ones I'm not really a fan of with the shapes and all that, and looking at it from different angles. I mean, I think this is the one where people are a fan of the attachments when it makes it look like a clone trooper that's been stung by a bee, but for me personally, I'm going to put that in D tier. That one is just a mess. That one is stupid. I don't mind this one with the thin visor sort of thing. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the core itself, but that one is, for it being the default helmet, I'd probably say is my favourite one out of the bunch. I'll put that in C tier, I'd say. And next to Magpie. This one. The visor coming up like that in some sort of weird cross-shaped sort of thing, like an addition sign. It is not terrible in terms of shapes though, and the way it looks. I'll put that in C tier. This one, another sort of EOD style one. Is this the one where it's like hexagonal patterns on the visor, I think. I think that might be the case. D tier for that one. This one's pretty. It's a pretty sensible helmet. It's simple. There's not too much going on with it. You know, that Reclaimer art style coming back. I'm gonna put that in C tier. Do you know that can go to B tier. That is a helmet I do not mind. This one, fucking disgusting. That's going straight into there. This one. Oh, I think this is the new one that came with the most recent event, which I did not play. I'm gonna go. I mean, it's got the lines in the visor, which sort of, I don't know. Me personally, I never got the appeal, but it is not a terrible helmet, and it is different. So I'll put it in C tier. I think that's fair. This one, Menachite. It's another sort of Mark 5 kind of helmet. I mean, it is in the shop, unfortunately, but you know what? It is a good helmet. It should be in S tier, but for the sake of it being one that you have to buy from the shop, and me not being someone who uses the shop, personally, that's just my beliefs. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You know, I'm not your dad. I'm going to put that in A tier, and obviously it is a good looking helmet though. But it's just not down for it being in the shop. I mean, what's it? Firefall has managed to get up there though, but I do. It's only fair if I put Firefall and I'll put it there, despite my thoughts. This one, sort of a. Yeah, I mean, it's got the weird lines coming on the thing. It looks like it's what's the film now where someone's hooked up to that machine and their eyes are being forced open. That's what that reminds me of. But it is not a bad helmet. I'm gonna put that in B tier. This one. Oh no, is this the? No, this isn't the default one for the Chimera core. But I actually like this one. I think this is the one I'm actually using. Actually, I probably say it's my favourite one over the other one. I'll put that in B tier. That is a solid helmet. I do not mind that one. Not too daft. This one, is this the one that is receding hairline one? Oh no. It is, isn't it? This is the I think. Oh no, that's receding hairline. Oh, this one's the one that you start with, but it's got the weird bit at the front, doesn't it? Where, I don't know how to explain it. The visor sort of comes out forward and it looks a bit daft. I'll put it in C tier. This one. Now, I'm not usually a fan of the ones that have got like small visorless gap things. What's the thing? Where there's no visor, like Gungnir sort of design with little eye holes or whatever. But this one reminds me a lot of one of the helmets from Titanfall 2. I can't remember which class it was, but I actually really like this core. This is a helmet. This is the one I use for that core. I'm going to put that in A tier. That's a solid helmet. This one, receding hairline, reminds me of Ian from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh, I think. No, do you know what? F tier is where that one belongs. Security, but it's bug-eyed, proper security. Although it is the marathon helmet, in fairness, but you know, for me, that one goes in B. That one, the remake of Seeker, no. Straight into A tier for that one, SPI Mirage helmet. I can't remember what it's called in Infinite. This one, Viper, I think it is. Nope. This one's pretty okay. There's nothing too about it. I mean, it's got the nice little antenna as well. It's not a bad helmet. I'll put that in C tier. And this one, whatever the fuck is going on with this one, that one goes in there. I think that's fair. If you disagree with anything I've chosen in this, you have your right to. I'm not going to come hunt you down. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You know, what would you move around? Have I offended any of you in any big way? And Magpie Liam, fight me. I could move that lower, but you know what? I think that's maybe ingenerous, in my opinions. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching to the end. If you've interacted with it, thank you very much. Subscribe if you would not mind. You know, you don't have to, but I do want to try and get to 50k by the end of the year. Ambitious, possibly, but you know, why not? We can strive for it. But yeah, listen to Johnson.
Do it. Now!